Hello, my lovely Scorpios. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your February reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding. For my lovely Scorpios, please may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear them. Please show me Scorpio's energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what is going on for you. Got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and the King of Swords. Four of Wands in the reverse, at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys are standing your ground in a situation, Scorpio. It is one of those things that are much easier said than done, right? I feel like you are very hurt and disappointed by the way that something has worked out here. Or not worked out here. Okay, the Four of Wands here in the reverse. Now, I do feel like somebody here could be trying to reach out, because you do have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups in the you have the Knight of Swords and the Hermit in the reverse, right? I do feel like somebody here is making releasing difficult for you, okay, or going to be trying to make it difficult for you. Knight of Swords. So there's definitely some kind of incoming message. We're going to take a look. We're going to look at their energy in a moment. But I feel like there's just a lot of disappointment that something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Eight of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like you are trying to release somebody here, but you haven't fully done that yet. It's, it's easier said than done. So I do feel like even though you have your I feel like you have your mindset, like you have your, like this determined energy about you, like, you know what, no, I am releasing this, especially with this King of Swords energy. It's like, this is not good for me and I can't do this anymore. It doesn't matter if I want to, it doesn't matter if I miss them, I can't. That's what I feel from you, this like determined steel kind of an energy. But the Chariot in the reverse, it's hard to move on from it yet. And it's going to take time, guys, okay? It is going to take time. Grieving, healing, it's all a process. Tell me about this Eight of Swords here in the reverse. Why is that here for Scorpio? Got the Ten of Pentacles, because I feel like you guys are looking at what you want, the kind of life that you want, the kind of person that you want to be, the things that you value the very most, right? With that Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles is everything it's what we value the most, as well as everything that we want, right? It is our long term. And I think when you look at that, you're like, I can't continue. I don't want to be dealing with the same energy in 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. Is this really what I want my life to look like? This is what I want my future to look like. And I feel like that is what is kind of giving you that steel edge of determination. We got the Six of Cups. It's just not wanting to go back to the past. It's difficult because I feel like you really are still thinking about the past. So be careful with this energy. The Six of Cups is a card of reminiscing and nostalgia, thinking about the past. But it does talk about not getting lost in it. They call it memory lane. They say take a stroll down memory lane. And they say that for a reason. And I say this all the time on the channel because I feel like it's important. Especially as Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio as well. I feel we spend a lot of time in the past. And we have to be careful with that, right? Because then we're not being present, we're not being consciously present in the moment, right? And it can bring a lot of sadness, and it can pull us back in it, and we're constantly just kind of living in those past cycles. So be careful with that, but I do feel like, it's a part of the process as well. You can't never think about it either. You just got to take your quick stroll and then hop off of it. You can't, post up there on memory lane with your beer koozie and Netflix. You can't stay there because those energies can get dark and hard to come out of. You got the Page of Wands here, so you're definitely going to be on the receiving end of some communication. Okay, somebody is going to be communicating with you. And I feel like that is why you may have to be, it's showing up as the King of Swords. You may have to be a little bit more cold or detached from a person than you would like to be, right? You may end up having to like step into that energy, right? As a way of standing your ground, as a way of, the words I'm getting are like self-preservation. The Nine of Pentacles. And just continuing to focus on yourself. I feel like you're setting very high boundaries for yourself as well. You're taking a very hard look at this connection, the good, the bad. You're looking at the cyclical nature of it all and seeing what part of that needs to be closed out. And you're really just starting to focus on you moving forward. And I really like that energy. It's a very, very strong, very powerful energy, Scorpio. You got the Eight of Pentacles here. So even though you haven't fully moved on from it yet, you're like, that's okay. You know, I'm working on it. Eight of Pentacles, I'm working on it. It's okay. I'm going to continue to work on it. And even though I'm not yet, someday I will. I will be over it. I will have moved on. You're making this, it's almost like this determination and this like steel edge energy I feel here. You know, you're making a commitment to yourself here. It's like you're making the promise to yourself, a commitment to yourself not to go back to the past, not to go to things, not to allow things into your energy, because it's totally our responsibility who we allow to have access to our energy, who we give our energy to, for the good and the bad, right? And I feel like you're making a promise to yourself when it comes to this situation here. You're making a commitment to yourself here, Scorpio. It's powerful. It's a powerful thing that you're doing here. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. It's allowing you to, in some sense, as difficult as this is, it's still allowing you a sense of relief. You're finally able to put a burden down. So let's take a look at the person that you're dealing with and see what their energy is towards you. Show me the person that Scorpio is dealing with in this situation. What is their energy towards Scorpio, please? Got the Four of Swords, the Tower, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's been hard for them not to communicate with you here. So I do feel like there was some kind of like, whether it was like something escalated, there was some kind of like either a big event or a falling out. There was just something here that is showing up as a Tower, which is like, was the final straw. Scorpio is your final straw. You know, they're really reflecting on that here with this Four of Swords. And they're also reflecting on the lack of communication between the two of you here. For some of them, they're recognizing this as a separation or space, or they're recognizing it as something that you needed. But they do kind of feel like it could be temporary here. And maybe because in the past it has been, right? I did feel that like cyclical energy, that cycle energy here. Something just flipped over. Let's see. I know it did. It's so hard to see on this deck. I love this. It's one of my favorite decks. It was given to me by somebody who's very near and dear to my heart, but it's so hard to find things when they flip over. I guess I'm just crazy. All right, moving forward. You got the Hierophant here. To me, this Hierophant on this deck has a very different energy than on some other decks here. It almost has like a totally, like it's not a totally different message, because the Hierophant does represent, it can also represent learning major lessons, right? Because he has 3 tiers to his crown, right? These different levels of initiation, these different levels of achievement here. That being said, in this deck, it does kind of look to me like he's having some kind of like major epiphany, like major aha moment, right? And he's like, aha. And I kind of feel that here, Scorpio. I feel like this person is having some kind of moment of clarity, this epiphany kind of moment where they have learned some kind of lesson in this period of reflection. The Temperance. Ready to make changes. Ready to be patient. The Temperance is a card of transformation. But it is like the slow and gradual transformation, right? It's the alchemical process. It's the kind of slow transformation that comes from like going to the gym, right? It's something that you may be, if you may go to the gym a few days a week for quite a while before you start to physically see the results, right? Before you see a transformation. It's a slow and gradual type of a transformation. So I feel like this person is recognizing where, this is one of the like clarity, epiphany things that they're having, is where they're recognizing where it may take longer than they thought for you to accept them back in this time. That's what I'm feeling here. That one of these realizations, I don't think this person's, I don't see any huge major lessons yet. It more feels like this person's having this like thought, this aha moment, this realization that, okay, you know what? This time was different. There's something different about this. And Scorpio may need some more time. They may need more time than normal. I may have to be patient here. The Temperance is also a card of patience. I may have to be patient here. This Tower, we have the Six of Wands. Some of you guys, it had to do with them giving attention to other people or not giving attention to you. Not giving, either they're giving, some of you guys, it could be both. Just don't take that on if it's not for you. If it's for you, you already know. For others of you, it's just that you weren't getting the time, effort, and attention that you deserved. Too, they weren't valuing you, giving you your appreciation, recognition. But they still feel like, it's interesting because they still feel like, you know, they may have to be patient, but that you will come back around, right? The High Priestess. Some of you guys, there was some secrets that were brought to attention here, that were brought to light here. Now them trying to communicate, and either you not responding at all, or you responding in this very cold and detached way, is really causing this person to see that maybe it is a little different. They still feel like given enough time that you'll come back around, Scorpio, but I don't feel like they're seeing the determination that I'm seeing here. Because they're seeing that you're not willing to invest into this right now. You're not willing to give time, effort, and energy into this right now. And the Magician. But I do feel like I would be cautious because this person is determined to get what they want. You know, they're a kind of person that feels like they can make it happen. Right now, I feel like they're trying to be patient. They may try to reach out. But they do ultimately feel like you will come back around. Like I said, I don't feel like they're seeing and feeling the determination that I'm feeling from you. This fire that I'm feeling, this commitment and promise that you've made to yourself here, Scorpio. But I don't think that you've heard the last from them yet. So just keep that in mind. But that is what I have for you guys for now. If this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then check out your other placements. Everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, or Patreon, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light until next time.